but we were in pretty good shape at halftime, up 12, and they came out with a great run to start second half. We were a little stuck in the mud. Our energy level wasn't very good. The easy baskets that we gave up really got them really going. And E came in, and we finally scored a basket, and our energy level got back to where it was in the first half. And from there, the guys, really played hard and really played well. But we had a bad 6-7 minute stretch that, really could have cost us. But the way the guys fought the adversity, I thought was really good. We've grown as a team. That's happened to us before, and we haven't handled it very well. But the way the guys fought it off tonight, and it started with E hitting a shot and then really making some great plays defensively, and just got us going.
Great. Okay. Questions for the student athletes, and just name and affiliation on the first.
Warren Williamson, Oregon Duck Football News. Ehab, it was an incredible performance by you. You were cheerleading in the second half during that 14-0 run by UCI. Then you came into the game. What was it? What spark did you give that team? I don't think you missed from three. I think you hit 4 of 4.
Just giving my teammates some energy and being vocal and, making sure to stay in the game. Coach has been telling us it's going to be an up and down, and stay together. We up 5, we're down 5, up 10, down 10, just stay together and fight it out. And I think when I came in, they made the run, so I thought it was our time to make our run. So just try to be vocal as much as I can and bring that energy and try to be all over.
Right behind him.
Josh Dubois with Associated Press. Payton, how were you guys able to turn that around? Just the energy? What else was going on with that turnaround?
Like what they said, Ehab came in, brought great energy. I mean, he just kind of broke the ice for us on that 3 ball he hit. He kind of just boosted our confidence a little bit. We brought more energy on defense, but it's really because we got 5 straight stops and kind of turned that game around. They were hot, but once we got those stops in it started the tide started to change there.
On the right side, third row.
Josh Peter with USA Today. Kenny had 7 blocks, 2 alley-oop dunks. He's now got 11 blocks in the last 2 games, I think 5 dunks. What's it like to be out there with him and for him to have that kind of presence?
I mean, Kenny's a special talent. I mean, for somebody to jump like that and to go block shots and go catch lobs, I mean, it helps me a lot. I mean, it helps everybody on this team. I mean, you just feel like somebody's a safety net back there for you. So, I mean, we can't thank him enough for what he's been doing, and hopefully he just keeps on doing it in this next game.
Go back to the left.
Payton, we talk a lot about the turnaround you guys have made this year. Does it surprise you, the team that left LA a month ago and now you're going to the Sweet 16? How do you explain that?
I feel like I've been getting that question a lot. I can't really put my finger on it, but we were really low. We were at a low point against USC, and just we were dead in the water. It's either the season was going to be over at that point, or we were going to change it and see what we could make happen. And I mean, it just shows this season and this team were resilient, and then I think it goes to show in this game. They fought back, came back, and we could have been dead in the water again, but we're resilient, and just credit to this team of what we're capable of doing.
One row back. Left
Rob Mosley with Oregon. Ehab, we talked the other day. I mean, I think you played 4 minutes in the second half the other day. What was the process coming into a game like this, knowing, hey, maybe it's a game you don't get off the bench much, but then keeping yourself ready to make the kind of impact you had?
I think that's the key to our run and success lately. Just everybody knowing their role and knowing they got to stay ready and being ready once the name is called. And even if it's not, you just stay positive and cheering for your teammates, and they deliver. And I can't emphasize enough how fun it is to play with my teammates and brothers right now. And this run been incredible, and I'm grateful for each one of them. And it's so much fun having to do with them.
Stay right in that area.
Kyle Boniger with ESPN. Obviously, you just wrapped up here, but early impressions on playing Virginia in the next round for either of you guys?
I mean, they're a great team. Got a lot of great talent. Really, we're just looking forward to the matchup and competing for 40 minutes. That's what we play basketball for. So it's a great team, and we're just looking forward to it.
Second row on the left.
It's for Ehab, Ryan Leong with the AP radio broadcast. What does it mean for you guys? 3rd time in 4 years you're going to the Sweet 16. Is this a little bit maybe even, to use the word sweeter, given the fact you guys are a double-digit seed going to the next round?
No, I mean, it's always sweet making this Sweet 16. I mean, you know, we're very pleased. We've been using the saying we're pleased, but we're not satisfied yet. I mean, we don't want to just go to Sweet 16 and lay an egg. We're going to go in there, fight. We're happy with making the Sweet 16, but we want more. We don't play basketball just to make 2 rounds. We play to win it all.
Yeah, I think our ceiling is really high right now, especially that we found what we're good at and how dangerous we can be on the defensive end, and especially, you know, with Payton handling the ball and him and Will and everybody finding their roles. Lou's really dangerous. Paul is really dangerous. They've been really consistent for us lately in double digits almost every game. So I think we can really be dangerous. I think that's why we all came here for, you know, that Elite 8, Final 4 runs back-to-back years. And we came here for this reason, to make the NCAA tournament and make a deep run and hopefully win a national championship.
One more here in the second row, towards the middle.
Peyton, in the second half, shot clock was coming down, and you hit some key threes. Was this just one of those games where you felt it tonight? I mean, I don't even think you hit the rim. You hit net, I think, every time you threw it up.
You know, it's, I feel like one of them had to go in. I mean, in the first half, I might have airballed 2 15-footers. I was short. But, you know, my shots, they were open, but I was a little short on them. So, you know, on those 2, I just kind of just relaxed and just let them fly. I mean, you know, at the end of the shot clock, you got no pressure. You just got to let it go. So felt good, and it went in for me.
All right, we'll excuse Payton and Ehab, and then we'll open it up for Coach. Okay. On the left, front row.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated Kids. Congrats on the win, Coach. Moving on to the Sweet 16. Bet it feels amazing. I just have a question. What is it with you guys in second halves in the NCAA tournament? First, Wisconsin, you went on that crazy run in the second half, and now against UC Irvine, another crazy run.
Well, except for that first 7 minutes, bud. You know, but we did play well, you know, the last 13 minutes. Once we got a couple baskets, our energy level went way up. Ehab had some key steals, and you know, then we just started bouncing around again. But we were stuck in the mud. I put them to sleep at halftime with my speech, I think, and we were really struggling there to start second half. And you know, when they took the lead, you know, we were very fortunate that we got a couple shots to fall there, because I could feel us, you know, tighten up. I was trying not to lose my composure, but you know, I could feel us tightening up there a little bit. So ease 3 and then lose 3, you know, really got us going again.
Third row on the left.
And just sort of kind of sum up the way your season's going. You look dead in the water, as Payton said, back in February. You looked that way for the first 7 minutes of the second half, and then when things click, you guys showed what you can do. Is that sort of how the season's been?
Yeah, we've been up and down this year, you know, and I really credit the players for staying with it, you know, because you know, they could have gave into it at any time. I mean, bad losses, and you know, I'm getting them to practice and barking at them and trying to drive them a little bit to get them better, you know. And when you're facing that, it's, you know, it's easy kind of to give into it. So I'm really proud of the way they just kept fighting and stayed with it. And you know, the second thing, and you know, everybody has injuries, but you know, Lou didn't play the first 9 games, you know, and then Bowl gets hurt, and then Kenny breaks his jaw. So you can imagine, you know, you just watched Kenny, you know, we lost 3 games, home games, without him, you know, because we didn't have any rim protection, you know, and then we get Kenny back, and Paul sprains his ankle and is ineffective for 3 weeks. So, you know, we are healthy now. So to give the guys that, you know, they are healthy now, and they're playing really well together. But again, they could have given into it at any time, and they didn't. And so I'm really happy for them that they've been able to do this. I'm really pleased with their effort, their fight, and they're so together right now. They, you know, VJ and Miles didn't get to play much tonight, but they were in there, and hey, it was just might be my turn next time. And that's when you know you got a team that's really thinking about one thing, and that's being the best and finding a way to win a game.
About 5 rows back on the left.
Kyle Bonnegar with ESPN. I got two for you. One, just early impressions on Virginia and the matchup there.
You know, we don't get to watch them much because their games come on like at 4 o'clock, you know, and we're still practicing, working, you know, so we really don't get to see, the ACC that much because their games come on so early. I have seen them a couple times. Didn't get a chance to see them play Oklahoma today, but I know they're really talented, and Tony, obviously what they've accomplished and their record in the ACC is off the charts. So we're going to have to play really well. They're big, they're physical, they don't make mistakes, they're not going to beat themselves. And but we've got a puncher's chance, and we'll go swing away and see what happens.
And then the second one, your women's team also won today to go to the Sweet 16 as well. What is the dynamic like between the two teams, staffs, all of that?
Oh, they're great. Our women's team, Sabrina is Ruthie. Those girls have been around. They've been to the Final Eight the last 2 years, and Kelly's a great guy. We share a gym, we share a practice facility, and they're so easy to work with. And I couldn't be happier for them. But those girls, they are top notch. I mean, they speak every time I see them downstairs, and when we were struggling, they were always trying to pick our guys up and pick us up, and it's just a great group of gals, and they're good. They're a good team. They know what they want to do on every possession, and they're very skilled. They're a good basketball team.
Third row.
How does, you talked a little bit about Kenny's rim protection. How does that just free up everyone else defensively, knowing that he's back there? And he had a couple blocks during that drought that you guys were in the second half. Otherwise, it could have been even
Yeah,
more.
no, we're able to challenge three-point shooters a lot harder, because if they do get by us, he's there to clean some things up. We can rotate a little bit with more confidence, and take a few more chances. The difference in the game was the points off turnovers 25-10. That was the difference in the game. And so he allows us to be aggressive defensively, very similar to what Jordan Bell used to do for us when we really had it going a couple years ago. So he's a big part. And when he's aggressive, every now and then he's not aggressive. He hasn't played a lot of basketball, so sometimes he gets caught flat-footed. But when he gets a basket down and he feels good, and he's really active and really changes our look, and no doubt about it.
Second row.
Coach, I have two for you. Yesterday we talked about defense and running their three-point shooters off the line. Was that key tonight? I think they were still 1 of 7 deep in the second half.
Yeah, we made 2 mistakes we gave them wide open ones to start second half. We had a bad rotation there and got a wide open 3 up top, and then we left Max on the ball went in the post, and somebody turned their head and they kicked it right back, and that was the one we weren't going to give up tonight, and we gave that one up late. But no, I thought the guys really were aware, ran them off the line. You'll have to look at the film, but I just don't think we gave them a lot of open looks. I remember those 2, but I don't remember a lot of other ones that we gave up.
2 years ago, we were in Kansas City. I want to, this is probably a difficult question for you to answer, but the 2 teams, how different are they, the Jordan Bell team to this team? Can you maybe put that into words about how different or how maybe similar they are?
Oh, they're really different. That group had been together, Jordan, Dylan, Brooks, Casey Benson, Chris Boucher. Those guys have been together, 2 years. The only guy we were blending into that team was Payton. The rest of the guys had been there with us, So we had a more experienced team. And if we wouldn't have lost Chris, you never know what would have happened. But that was just a more experienced group that won 33 games. They were tough all year. This group, it's different, but with Payton playing as well as he is, and you know, Kenny cleaning up some things, Lou hitting shots, Paul's been steady for us, Will's been good off the bench, Ehab gave us tremendous lift, you know. You know, pieces are starting to fall together. Francis has given us some rebounds. I know VJ and Miles can still come in and give us some minutes. So, you know, we got 9 guys that, you know, can give us some help, and they've, you know, they waited till late to come together, but I'm sure happy they did, and they're sure happy they did. They're having some fun finally, and you know, it's good to see.